you ever felt a stirring in your heart, a deep conviction that something monumental is unfolding in the world around you? Perhaps you've observed the escalating global unrest, the succession of natural disasters, the profound moral shifts, and thought, this is more than mere coincidence. This feels like the fulfillment of ancient prophecies. As a spiritual guide, I'm here to confirm that this isn't just a feeling, it is a divine signal. Jesus himself warned us that before his glorious return, unmistakable signs would emerge, events designed to shake nations, test faith, and awaken slumbering hearts. Today, in our very generation, one such sign has unequivocally begun, signaling that the countdown to the rapture has already started. This isn't about fostering fear, but rather about revelation, discernment, and an enduring hope. Indeed, what you're sensing is the spiritual atmosphere thickening, much like the moments before a great storm, yet one that promises a new dawn. For those with spiritual eyes to see and ears to hear, the world's chaos isn't random. It's a divine tapestry weaving together prophetic events. Later, I'm going to reveal the profound connection between current global events and specific biblical passages that will illuminate the precise stage we are in on God's timetable. Stay with me, because at a crucial point in this message, you'll understand why delaying your spiritual preparation could be the costliest mistake of your life, and how you can avoid it. But before we delve into the solution, you have to truly grasp the monumental sign that started this irreversible countdown. This brings us to the first principle that changes everything. Friends, let's begin by focusing on the very first sign, the one that Jesus himself indicated would mark the undeniable beginning of the end. This is no ordinary warning about an isolated incident or a random catastrophe. It is a meticulously orchestrated divine signal woven into the fabric of history, designed to stir and awaken the hearts of his people. For those who possess spiritual discernment, this sign is both unmistakable and undeniably clear. The Bible, in Matthew 24, plainly states that wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in various places, famines, pestilences, and the worldwide proclamation of the gospel would precede his return. These aren't just distant predictions from millennia ago. They are unfolding before our very eyes, converging into a powerful testimony that a divine countdown has indeed begun in our time. Presta atención a esta señal que cambiará todo, because what truly stands out among all these converging signs is the restoration of Israel. For centuries, this chosen people was scattered across the globe, their ancient land desolate and forgotten. Yet, in a miraculous fulfillment of prophecy, particularly Ezekiel 37's vision of dry bones coming to life, Israel was reborn as a nation in 1948. This wasn't merely a historical event. It was a profound prophetic fulfillment, a critical and precise moment in God's eternal plan. The re-establishment of Israel was the clear signal that the prophetic clock had begun to tick, initiating a sequence of events that brings us ever closer to the rapture. And this sign is not just historical. It carries deep spiritual implications, echoing the awakening of global awareness of God's unfolding plan. The awakening of Israel, the rise of a global consciousness regarding God's grand design, and the pervasive exposure of moral decay across nations, coupled with widespread spiritual turmoil, all unequivocally point to the inception of the end times. Jesus' words were remarkably precise, not vague pronouncements, and in our generation, we are witnessing the clear fulfillment of his solemn warnings. These signs are not given to instill terror or panic in our hearts. Instead, they serve as a divine guide, a lighthouse in the darkness, meant to prepare us, to awaken our spirits, and to lead us toward a state of authentic spiritual readiness. When we truly comprehend this foundational first sign, A profound pattern emerges. The world is aligning itself in ways that perfectly echo biblical prophecy, revealing God's intricate plan through the movements of history, the shifting tides of nations, and the steadfast witness of His church. Es momento de prepararnos en corazón y mente, for the countdown isn't measured by human calendars or earthly timelines, but by an infallible divine clock. This timing is absolutely precise. From the moment Israel returned as a nation, a specific prophetic sequence was ignited. Every major event that has transpired since then serves as another distinct tick on this divine clock, drawing us inexorably closer to the rapture. The question, my friends, is no longer whether these signs are manifesting. They are undeniably present and accelerating. The critical question now is, are you truly ready? Are you spiritually awake, acutely alert, and thoroughly prepared in your heart and mind? Jesus calls us to a profound vigilance, to watch, to pray without ceasing, and to discern the times with spiritual clarity, using our faith as an inner border against uncertainty. This powerful sign serves as a profound wake-up call for the church, a poignant reminder that our redemption is drawing near, and a clear signal that the rapture could occur at any unexpected moment. While the world may casually dismiss these events as mere coincidences, random disasters, or political happenstance, for those who diligently read the Word, who genuinely understand the Spirit, and who earnestly seek God's presence, the message resonates with crystalline clarity. The rapture countdown has indeed begun, and this initial sign is absolutely undeniable. The miraculous restoration of God's chosen people, the awakening of nations to prophetic truths, and the global proclamation of the gospel are not ordinary occurrences. These are unmistakable divine markers, signaling that the time of Christ's return is closer than we have ever imagined, like Pharaoh's en la oscuridad guiding us home. Friends, this first sign is not just an observation. It is a clarion call to immediate and vigilant spiritual preparation. It is an urgent invitation to live with our hearts unyieldingly set on eternity, to earnestly pursue holiness, to cultivate an unshakable faith, and to walk in unwavering obedience to God's divine will. Jesus unequivocally stated, "Watch therefore, for you do not know what hour your Lord is coming." This initial sign stands as a profound call to awaken. The countdown has definitively started, and the time for diligent, intentional preparation is unequivocally now. Every preceding generation received warnings, but our generation has been granted the unique privilege and responsibility of witnessing their explicit fulfillment. We observe it manifest in history, in the strategic alignment of nations, in the unstoppable spread of divine truth, and in the deep spiritual awakening stirring within God's people. This is the sign that unmistakably marks the beginning of the end. If we respond with unwavering faith, fervent prayer, and committed readiness, we will be among those caught up in glory when Jesus comes for His beloved church. Now that we deeply recognize the first sign, which started this profound countdown, let's turn our attention to understanding the very timeline it inaugurates. Jesus, with divine precision, spoke of events unfolding in a definite sequence, each one serving as a signal that we are moving inexorably closer to His triumphant return. This countdown is not based on the fluctuating calendars of humanity, but rather on a steadfast spiritual timetable, meticulously revealed within the sacred scriptures. It commences with the miraculous awakening and restoration of Israel, and then unfurls through a series of escalating global conflicts, unprecedented natural disasters, a pervasive moral decay, and the unhindered, global proclamation of the gospel. This timeline is not only precise, but a call to profound introspection. In Matthew 24, Jesus meticulously outlined the specific signs that would unmistakably precede His glorious return. First, He warned that deception would aggressively rise. with false prophets and messianic pretenders leading countless souls astray. Following this, wars and conflicts would dramatically escalate, with nation rising against nation in unprecedented turmoil. Famines and devastating pestilences would sweep across the earth, while powerful earthquakes would violently shake the ground in diverse places. All of these occurrences are distinct markers, undeniable divine timestamps, intentionally placed to let us know precisely where we stand within God's vast unfolding plan. The restoration of Israel in 1948 unequivocally triggered this countdown, and since that pivotal moment, we have witnessed a rapid acceleration of these prophesied events, making it clear that aquí está la verdad que pocos escuchan. Friends, this is a critically important point that bears repeating. The signs we observe are cumulative, not isolated. No single event, in and of itself, exclusively triggers the rapture, but rather it is the alignment and convergence of multiple powerful signs that signifies its imminent arrival. The proliferation of false teachings, the pervasive global conflicts, the undeniable moral decline, and the widespread spiritual awakening are all combining in perfect harmony to fulfill Jesus' prophecies with remarkable precision. And this cumulative convergence is precisely what we are witnessing in our current era. But here's the essential spiritual perspective. While the world remains absorbed and often overwhelmed by the unfolding chaos, true believers are called to a singular, unwavering focus on readiness. The prophetic timeline is not just an intellectual observation. It is a profound call to persistent prayer, deep repentance, and a consecrated holy living. I invite you to pause and reflect with me on something vital. If this message is resonating deep within your spirit, if you feel a stirring of urgency and hope, awakening your spiritual curiosity and the profound need for preparation, then I wholeheartedly invite you to subscribe to this channel. Suscríbete para recibir análisis profundos que fortalecerán tu fe cada semana. And let me ask you a personal question that I genuinely want you to reflect upon and share. ¿Qué estás haciendo hoy para fortalecer tu fe y estar listo para los tiempos que vienen? Take a moment, truly ponder it, and then write your answer in the comments below. Cuéntame en los comentarios cómo vives tu preparación espiritual. Leo cada testimonio con atención. Your experience, your testimony, could be the very spark another soul needs to take their next courageous step. And now that you know this, you need to understand the next crucial principle in our spiritual journey. The timeline of the end also imparts invaluable lessons in patience and unwavering trust. Just as the initial sign, the awakening of Israel, appeared centuries ago in ancient prophecy, the unfolding events leading up to today have taken decades to reach their current, intensified state. This serves as a powerful testament to God's perfect timing and the unstoppable nature of His divine plan. The signs He provides offer us unparalleled clarity, but perhaps even more importantly, they imbue us with profound hope. They serve as a constant reminder that God is eternally in control, that the rapture is a certainty, and that our intentional, heartfelt response is what ultimately determines our readiness for that momentous day. This divinely orchestrated timeline invites us to perceive history not merely through a human lens, but through a profound spiritual perspective. Wars, famines, and natural disasters are far from meaningless. They are deliberate signals within a majestic divine sequence, like Pharos and La Oscuridad. The global spread of the gospel is far more than mere human progress. It is prophecy vividly being fulfilled before our very eyes, and the profound awakening stirring within God's people, the Church, is certainly no accident. It is meticulous preparation for His glorious return. Friends, this timeline is simultaneously sobering and profoundly uplifting. It warns us with solemn truth, Yet it also promises an unimaginable reward. It reveals that the events we witness daily in the news, which might seem overwhelming or frightening, are all intricately woven into God's sovereign plan. If we align our hearts and lives with Him, we will not succumb to fear, we will not stumble in doubt, and we will be truly ready for the rapture when it comes, with our faith as an anarboro against the chaos. Es momento de prepararnos en corazón y mente. Because understanding this timeline means recognizing that the countdown is not measured in abstract years or months, but in distinct spiritual stages. Each unfolding event is a palpable step closer to that sacred moment when Jesus will come for His beloved church. The first sign, the miraculous awakening of Israel and the global proclamation of the gospel, was the divine spark that ignited this irreversible countdown. Every believer who vigilantly watches, fervently prays, and steadfastly perseveres is actively participating in God's divine timetable, standing on the very threshold of eternity. The question before us is simple, yet profoundly searching. Are you truly paying attention to these undeniable signs? Are you living with the acute awareness that the rapture countdown has irrevocably begun? Each sign that unfolds is an urgent call to awaken, to prepare your spirit, and to anticipate His glorious coming with unbridled joy, not fear. Jesus is not distant. He is near, and His return is imminent, like unamanecer esperado. Friends, now that we deeply understand the first sign and the spiritual timeline it initiated, our hearts must unequivocally turn to diligent preparation. The countdown to the rapture is not merely an intellectual observation of history or prophecy. It is a profound call to immediate action, an urgent summons to comprehensive spiritual readiness. While the world around us may continue its descent into chaos, deception, and endless distraction, God calls His chosen people to live in unwavering vigilance, uncompromised holiness, and profound intimacy with Him. Spiritual preparation commences with a heart wholly aligned with Jesus. It begins with true repentance, a decisive turning away from the seductive ways of the world, the insidious compromises, the relentless distractions, and the sins that so effortlessly ensnare us. Hebrews 12 powerfully reminds us to pursue holiness. For without holiness no one will see the Lord. The rapture is not a reward for human perfection, but an unbreakable promise to those whose hearts are earnestly seeking Him, whose lives are fully surrendered to His will, and whose faith remains steadfast amidst the trials of this age. Faith, my friends, is the indispensable foundation of all true preparation. It is an unshakable trust in Jesus, even when the world appears to be crumbling around us. It is an unwavering belief in His promises, even when human circumstances offer no comfort or clarity. Faith strengthens us immeasurably against the cunning deceptions of the enemy, against paralyzing fear, and against the alluring pull of worldly distractions. The countdown has definitively begun, and faith, unwavering faith, is the anchor that keeps us grounded and resolute while everything around us is shaking. Discernment is yet another critical key to our readiness. Jesus Himself warned us about the proliferation of false prophets and deceptive teachings, about those who would outwardly appear righteous, but would in fact lead many astray. Spiritual preparation demands that we develop discerning eyes to perceive divine truth, sensitive ears to hear the voice of the Spirit, and hearts attuned to recognize insidious deception. This means rigorously testing every teaching, carefully examining every message, and holding fast, unyieldingly, to the pure and unadulterated Word of God. The rapture is undeniably near, and the enemy is relentlessly active, yet those who walk in spiritual discernment will never be caught unaware. Prayer, my friends, is the vital lifeline of our readiness. When the first sign of the countdown appeared, and the prophetic sequence commenced, prayer became not just important, but profoundly urgent and absolutely essential. Prayer seamlessly connects us to God, aligning our will with His divine purpose and fortifying our spirits against all adversity. It sustains us through every trial, illuminates our path through the darkest valleys, and deepens our intimate relationship with Jesus. The believer who consistently prays, who daily seeks God's guidance with a sincere heart, is the believer who will stand firm and unyielding when the rapture comes, like una lanterna and lanosha guiding their way. Here is the truth few hear. Preparation is also profoundly practical. It means actively living a life that authentically reflects Christ in every single decision, every word spoken, and every action taken. It is about actively loving others, freely forgiving others, and humbly walking in meekness. Spiritual readiness is never passive. It is always active, deliberate, and profoundly consistent. It requires making daily intentional choices to pursue righteousness, to resolutely resist temptation, and to cultivate a heart that truly longs for Jesus' imminent return. History itself is replete with powerful examples. Noah diligently prepared for the coming flood, while the world stubbornly ignored the warnings, building the ark long before the first rain fell, and his unwavering obedience preserved life. Lot walked faithfully amidst the utter moral corruption of Sodom and Gomorrah, earnestly seeking righteousness while surrounded by overwhelming depravity. The saints throughout Scripture who were truly ready were never those who passively waited. They were those who responded with unwavering faith, decisive action, and absolute trust in God. We too are called to emulate their profound example. The first sign of the rapture countdown has resoundingly appeared, and our preparation must, without delay, match the profound urgency of this moment. It is no longer sufficient merely to know the prophecy, to recognize the signs, or to intellectually study the timeline. We must unequivocally live it. We must allow it to profoundly shape our daily lives, redefine our priorities, guide our every decision, and transform the very core of our hearts. Spiritual preparation is not a temporary endeavor. It is a profound lifestyle, a continual, relentless pursuit of God's presence, and an unbreakable commitment to be perpetually ready for His coming. Friends, the countdown has begun. Each passing day presents an invaluable opportunity to grow closer to Jesus, to fortify our faith, and to meticulously prepare our hearts. The rapture is not merely coming someday. It is coming suddenly, in the blink of an eye. And those who are spiritually prepared will ascend to meet Him in glorious triumph. Will you be truly ready when the trumpet sounds that expected a answer? Will your heart, your mind, and your spirit be perfectly aligned with His? The time for preparation is unequivocally now. There has never been a moment in history quite like this one. The first sign has undeniably appeared. The countdown is actively underway, and every single day brings us closer to the magnificent moment when Jesus will come for His beloved church. The urgency of today is not a figment of imagination. It is profoundly real. It is not something we can afford to ignore, casually postpone, or lightly dismiss. Time is moving with breathtaking speed, and the events of the world are accelerating even faster. This urgency begins with a heightened awareness. We must see the world precisely as it is, not as we wish it to be. The wars, the rumors of wars, the famines, the pervasive moral decay, the escalating natural disasters, they are all unfolding before our very eyes, like señales como faros en la oscuridad. Jesus expressly warned us that these things must come to pass, and He called His disciples to watch, to stay alert, and to be ready. The world may stubbornly continue in its accustomed rhythm, but for those who truly understand the profound significance of the signs, every headline, every global event, every subtle shift in society serves as a potent reminder that the rapture is drawing undeniably near. Complacency, my friends, is a perilous state. It is alarmingly easy to live as if nothing momentous is happening, to become absorbed in daily routines, superficial distractions, or even seemingly good things, while tragically ignoring the profound spiritual reality that surrounds us. But Jesus himself declared, "Be watchful, for you do not know the day or the hour." The urgency of today is not born of fear. It is born of crystalline clarity. It is seeing the times for what they truly are, and responding with unwavering faith, decisive action, and committed readiness. Here is the truth, few hear. The danger of delay is undeniably real. Scripture unequivocally tells us that some will be caught tragically unprepared, hopelessly distracted, or fatally indifferent. The powerful parable of the 10 virgins in Matthew 25 serves as a profound and urgent reminder. 5 were wise and truly ready. 5 were foolish and hopelessly unprepared. When the bridegroom finally arrived, only the prepared were permitted to enter with him. Friends, we absolutely do not want to find ourselves in the lamentable position of the foolish, standing heartbroken at the closed door, regretting that we did not live with vigilant anticipation, fervent prayer, and genuine readiness. This urgency also calls us to action that extends far beyond our individual selves. It is a vital time to reach out to others, to offer encouragement, to boldly share the glorious hope of Jesus, and to gently lead others towards salvation. The first sign is not merely a signal for our individual preparation. It is a profound call for the entire church to shine as a beacon of light in an increasingly darkening world. Those who truly understand the countdown bear a sacred responsibility to awaken slumbering hearts, to speak divine truth with courage, and to live in such a way that others clearly perceive the hope of eternity through their transformed lives. We must also recognize the intensely personal nature of this urgency. The countdown impacts every believer individually, demanding a personal response. Where is your heart truly positioned? Where does your faith genuinely lie? Are you living with a palpable sense of expectation, profound hope, and steadfast preparedness? The first sign stands as an urgent reminder that time is short, that the world is swiftly moving toward the ultimate culmination of prophecy, and that each precious day counts. Friends, the urgency of today is not intended to frighten us. It is unequivocally meant to awaken us. It is designed to stir our spirits from slumber, to sharpen our spiritual focus, and to deepen our unyielding commitment to Jesus. The rapture is imminent, and those who are alert, ready, and spiritually prepared will be caught up in glory. The first sign has sounded the unmistakable alarm, and the countdown is relentlessly moving forward. Every moment we invest in seeking God, every heartfelt prayer lifted, every act of willing obedience, every life fully surrendered to His divine will, is in essence preparation for that glorious day. The urgency of today is a profound gift, an unparalleled opportunity, a resounding call to rise, to watch, and to live vibrantly in the light of Christ's imminent return. Do not delay, do not ignore, and absolutely do not be distracted. The time is now. The first sign has appeared, and the countdown is unstoppable. Friends, as we reach this crucial final part, I want you to grasp a truth of paramount importance. The countdown to the rapture is not meant to instill fear within your heart. On the contrary, it is intended to bring profound hope. The first sign has manifested. The prophetic timeline is undeniably advancing. And yet, amidst all these unfolding events, Jesus faithfully offers His promises. His profound comfort, and His unshakable peace. Living with hope, amidst the clear signs of the end, is not an optional choice. It is absolutely essential for every true believer. Hope begins with a true spiritual perspective. The world may indeed be in turmoil. Nations may rise and fall. Devastating disasters may strike, and moral decay may seem overwhelmingly pervasive. Yet, we serve a God who is eternally sovereign, who meticulously controls all of history, and who orchestrates all things for the ultimate good of those who love Him. The first sign is indeed a warning, but it is also a powerful reminder of God's unyielding faithfulness, a clear signal that His promises are unfolding precisely as He meticulously planned. The rapture itself is the ultimate, most magnificent expression of hope. Jesus is coming for His church, to gather His beloved people, to lift them triumphantly above the chaos of this world, and to usher them into eternal glory. This is not some distant, ethereal dream. It is a very near reality, one that the first sign of the countdown has made undeniably clear. Hope is not merely wishful thinking. It is the confident, unwavering expectation of God's unbreakable promise. It is the deep-seated knowledge that no matter what tumultuous events unfold in the world, those who belong to Christ will rise to meet Him. Living with this powerful hope also profoundly transforms the way we engage with the world around us. It reshapes our priorities, directs our actions, and purifies our relationships. Instead of being consumed by paralyzing fear, debilitating anxiety, or soul-crushing despair, hope empowers us to act with courage, to love with boldness, and to live with an unyielding conviction. It compels us to share the life-saving gospel, to genuinely encourage others, and to live in a way that vividly reflects the joy and profound peace of Christ, even in a world that seems increasingly consumed by darkness. Hope, like Anuranabura, keeps us anchored during every trial, every sign we witness. Every event that unfolds serves as a potent reminder that the rapture is near. But hope steadfastly reminds us that we are not mere victims of circumstance. We are active, willing participants in God's majestic plan. Our present trials are temporary. Our struggles are never wasted, and our faithfulness will be eternally rewarded. Hope transforms mere watching into eager anticipation, passive waiting into profound joy, and the recognition of the signs into diligent preparation of the heart. The first sign also issues a powerful call for us to actively encourage one another. The countdown is not just a personal journey. It is a communal experience. Believers are called to strengthen each other, to lift each other's eyes ever heavenward to Jesus, and to constantly remind one another that while the end is coming, God's plan is absolutely perfect. Fellowship, fervent prayer, and shared devotion deeply enhance our hope and fortify our readiness. Together, we can remain vigilant, steadfast, and joyful, even as the world trembles around us. Friends, the hope we possess is eternal. It is not inextricably tied to fleeting circumstances, unstable political events, or devastating natural disasters. It is firmly anchored in the unbreakable promise of Jesus Christ. The first sign, the ongoing countdown, the unfolding of prophecy, all of these serve as powerful reminders that our ultimate deliverance is drawing near. Like Unamanecer Esperado, the world may panic, succumb to fear, and stumble in doubt, but those who live in genuine hope will triumphantly rise with Christ. Hope is not a passive emotion. It is active, living faith, lived in unwavering alignment with God's holy word, eagerly expecting His glorious return, and confidently walking in His promises. The first sign has undeniably revealed that the countdown has begun. But hope grants us courage. It enables us to stand firm and resolute when the world is unstable. It inspires us to pray fervently when nations rage in conflict. It empowers us to love unconditionally when hatred rises. And it profoundly reminds us that the rapture is not only coming, it is coming specifically for those who are watching, praying, and living in readiness. Living with hope transforms every single day into an invaluable opportunity to align more closely with Jesus. Every moment spent in heartfelt prayer, sincere worship, and willing obedience is a tangible step toward being fully ready for His magnificent return. Hope profoundly shapes our vision, guides our decisions, and defines our lasting legacy. The first sign has sounded the alarm, but hope lovingly whispers to our hearts, "You are not alone. You are profoundly loved. You will rise with me." Friends, do not allow the chaos of the world to steal your joy. Do not permit fear to dictate the course of your life. The first sign has initiated the countdown, but it has also brilliantly illuminated the path to eternal glory. Walk in hope, live in faith, and eagerly anticipate the glorious coming of your Lord. The rapture is near, and those who live with hope will witness it with unspeakable joy. Here is the truth few hear. The countdown has unequivocally begun. The first sign has appeared, and the prophetic timeline is unfolding before our very eyes. Friends, the world may continue its descent into turmoil. Nations may rise and fall, and natural disasters may violently shake the earth. But the unshakable promise of Jesus remains unwavering. He is coming, and His divine timing is absolutely perfect. The profound question that echoes in this moment is, where will you be when the trumpet sounds? Will you be among those who are spiritually awake, vigilantly discerning, and truly ready? The first sign is far more than a historical event. It is a resounding call to immediate action, an urgent summons to unwavering faith, and an insistent invitation to profound holiness. The countdown is undeniably real, and every single day brings us closer to that momentous occasion when Christ will come for His beloved church. Living in these prophetic times is both an immense privilege and a solemn responsibility. We have been granted the unique opportunity to witness prophecy being fulfilled firsthand, to meticulously prepare our hearts, and to courageously share the radiant hope of Jesus with a world desperately in need. Like Una Linterna and La Noche guiding others, every heartfelt prayer, every act of willing obedience, every moment spent walking intimately with Him brings us closer to being fully ready when He appears. Friends, do not delay. Do not allow yourselves to be distracted by the clamor of the world. The first sign has initiated the countdown, and the time for diligent preparation is unequivocally now. Seek Jesus with the entirety of your heart. Walk steadfastly in His ways, and live in the eager expectation of His glorious return. The world may not understand these truths, but those who belong to Him will triumphantly rise to meet Him. Let your life be profoundly marked by unshakable faith, unwavering vigilance, and an enduring hope. Watch, pray, and remain steadfast. The rapture is coming. The first sign has sounded the alarm. The countdown has begun, and one day soon, in the blink of an eye, Jesus will appear in glory, and those who are ready will be caught up to be with Him forever. Do not wait. Do not delay. The time is now. The signs are here. The countdown is moving forward. Jesus is coming. And the question is not if, but when. And are you ready to meet Him? And if this impacted you, if you feel you finally understand the path, you need to watch the next video where I reveal the most dangerous mistake that destroys all progress. It's on the screen now.